In this video, I'm going to tell you about the 5 ways I make money online as a photographer, how much each of these revenue streams make, and how you can do it too. So as a small nano creator with a combined 8K following on YouTube and Instagram, let me give you the inside track to making money online as a photographer. Oh, and if you haven't followed or subscribed yet, please do so now. It really does help us out. And just some FYIs, this video is for educational purposes only. I'm not trying to brag or merely play down the money you can make online. So the first way, of course, is YouTube. Without YouTube, the rest of these revenue streams are somewhat impossible, unless you're utilizing something like Instagram, Pinterest, or TikTok, any kind of social platform that can get your attention. And why YouTube, like all those other platforms I mentioned, is so important is because it's free. It's free marketing. Anyone can make an account and anyone can share anything to a degree what they like. And as long as you're providing value to your viewer, then there's no end to how much money you can make using these platforms. Why I'm talking about YouTube is because they offer their creators a very good percentage of the income they make from their ad revenue. However, if you are unaware, you do have to cross a threshold. What I mean by that is you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch time hours. Now in the YouTube realm, that can seem quite difficult and on average can take a bit over a year. I managed to do this within 6 months, and if you are interested in how you can achieve this, why don't you watch one of my videos here, which will give you 10 tips on basically cutting out as much fat as you can to achieve that YouTube goal of getting monetized. So let's talk about how much money I've made on YouTube thus far. So in my first month of being monetized on YouTube, I made a whopping £33.73. And as you can see, on my first day of being monetized, I made a even bigger 43p. But weirdly enough, anyone who has been monetized on YouTube will know how sweet it is to get even a penny from YouTube because of the amount of work it takes to achieve crossing that threshold, and getting monetized is huge. Like I said, it can take a year, maybe 2, and getting that validation for being paid for something that you love to do is such an amazing feeling. So that first 43p actually was a big deal, and I'm sure, like I said, anyone else who's been monetized will quite rightly say the same thing. So as you can see, for the first 3 months, I kind of made around about the same. I made around £30 a month, and things didn't grow hugely to begin with. Over the span of just under a year, because I would have been monetized in August and it's now June, I have made in total £1,365 and 16p. Now, whichever way you look at this, good or bad, in the last few months I've seen a huge rise in the monthly earnings, which is telling me I'm on the right trajectory. From making only £30 a month to now roughly averaging £200 a month, I can expect an increase over the next few months if I keep up the volume and the value I'm adding to this channel. So for me, YouTube is a massive part of building your online photography business. Personally, without it, I would not have got to do the other 4 ways to make money. So the second way I started making money was through Amazon affiliates. Basically, this is where you sign up to Amazon's affiliate program, which you can find at the bottom of their page. It's very easy to do, and this will help you generate a store ID or a tracking ID. And basically, you will copy and paste links to products that you use and put them on your website, put them in your YouTube description, and have people follow the link to buy that product. Now, the key here is if they use your link and buy a product, it doesn't actually have to be the product you're talking about. All they have to do is buy any product within, I think it is within a 24-hour cookie. So all they have to do is buy anything and you will get a percentage of what the person has bought because you sent that person through to Amazon to buy something from their store. Anyway, this is a great way if you are a photographer or a filmmaker or anyone who uses expensive cameras, because I found that if I was recommending the X-H2S, which is my workhorse, the thing that I'm recording on now, I've noticed a few people have bought that camera. That camera is worth, well, back in the day it was worth $2,500. A percentage of that is really, really good. So camera gear and lenses and things like that really will get you the percentages that you want to really make this worthwhile. Now, having said that, a lot of people buy lots of weird and wacky stuff, and I get a percentage of that too, as you can see here. But camera gear is a great way, and I have been using Amazon affiliates since November. Now, you obviously need lots of traffic to generate income from this way. So making, again, as many videos and videos of value where people trust what you're saying about gear to buy the stuff is very important. But it was amazing to see how much I've made. And like I said, since November, I have made $1,816.45. That is just by adding links to my website and to my YouTube description, and obviously talking about said product. So this is a great way of accumulating money very passively. You just have to sign up, create the links, a really easy way for something to tick over, and you get a nice little check at the end of the month. So obviously this is a great way of making extra income. The third way I generate income is through my digital assets. Now, I've played with this a lot, and I've been selling digital assets for about the same time as been doing the affiliate marketing, and I've sold all types of things to see what kind of people want. I started off with presets, and presets sell really well. So if you are a photographer, presets are a really good place to start. They are probably my best selling product. The next thing I created was a LUT pack. Now, obviously I am a photographer, but I work here on YouTube, and I do get film jobs. It's probably about 50-50 actually from photography and film, because I am, on a whole, I'm a content creator, so they kind of go hand in hand. And so I created a LUT pack to help people grade their footage, and yeah, that sells really well too. Both of them really do generate a nice little earning, and you only have to make them once. They're never going to run out. So a really great way for people to support your work too. The third digital asset I make is my zine. My zine is a digital zine, so it's online only. Maybe I'll do a physical one day. And it's called Field Notes. And I bring out a volume every month. So from the start of this year, I have made a digital zine every month up until now. And what this creates is the best way for people to support my work, but for the lowest amount of money. So it's the lowest entry for people to go, yeah, I really like him. I haven't got quite enough maybe to buy his presets, but I really like his work and I'd love to support him. And I want to know about, his trips, his travels, because this is what the zine is about. It's about my travels and my photography, and a great way to build up a great connection with your supporters. And they're a joy to make for me, so this really isn't a chore or a very hard thing for me to do. This is a great way to express my photography, show you my art, show you where I've been, and for a small amount you get to help support me keep doing it. Those are my 3 digital assets. Now, you can play with this as much as you want. There are loads of different concepts and ideas that you can float out there, but though I do think it's best to keep it very concise and keep it so there's not too much choice. I did have loads of options at one point, and I am trying to get it down to just the basics. So in terms of digital assets, just in last month I have made £257.10. That's just in June alone. An extraordinary amount that you can make just from your own work. Digital assets in general, I have made, again, well over £1,000. I can't find the data here for some reason, but it has increased more and more as I have gone on, and I only assume that it will do the same. So digital products and digital assets are definitely something that I would consider looking into once you start building your YouTube channel. So the next one is online courses. Now this is a new one for me, but I wanted to bring it in because I've already seen a huge amount of interest and money from offering an online course. Now personally, I offer a one-to-one session with me to talk about YouTube growth, photography, videography, anything you want really, but mainly growth and what we're talking about in this chat, on this video, how to make money in this realm. Now I've tested it out with a few clients already, we've had a few free sessions, and it came out, and the one-to-one sessions only came out last week, and we've already generated at least £200 in sales, which is already overtaken the digital assets that I made. So courses seem to be a huge way of, like I said, making money. And so if you are interested in one-to-one sessions with me, talking about this kind of stuff, learning how you can grow as a creator, a photographer, a filmmaker, and make money online, then, you know, hit me up, go to my website, DM me, or comment below, any of those things. I can give you some more information if you're interested, but it's all there on my website, and there are multiple different variables of which kind of one-to-one you would like. So that's new to me, but I imagine this is going to bring in a considerable amount of money the further I extend this. But what's even better about online courses is that you can create something where you don't even have to be there. Now that's something that also I'm looking into, but that's fine. And that's all well and good, but you must add value. The product must be good, and the customer must feel like they're getting more than what they paid for. You cannot, by any means, kind of skimp on this. I think online courses are a dime a dozen these days, and what you want is people going away referring you for more of these courses. So don't set up a course just because you've seen someone like myself saying there's got to be a lot of hard work and thought about what you're offering within your courses, particularly when you run an online course where you are not present. I think the value has to be so deep, and you have to be showing the course value if you want people to sign up, or if they do sign up, refer you. Okay, so the last way I make money is through sponsorships. Now, sponsorships is something that I've only just started to see money in. You could definitely argue that being gifted gear is a way of being sponsored. However, like I said, I have had a couple of sponsors recently, and I have charged the appropriate amount. And the way to do this is charge how you would charge for your time. So what I'm going to do is show you my rates. These are my rates right now. This is how much it costs to work with me if you want a dedicated video, a integrated video, or you want to sponsor me from 1 to 3 months, meaning I will give a shout out to your brand every time I make a video. However, the last video that was sponsored was a couple of months ago, and we worked on a deal of £200 for an integrated video, a company that I really respect and really enjoyed using their product. So another big thing about this is don't accept sponsorships from just any old partner. I have been offered a lot of money to work with very distasteful brands. I won't say who, but they don't align with me or my values, and so I will not be working with them unless they sort their out. They're people that I don't want to align my business with. Make sure you keep some integrity when working with sponsors. So look, they are all the ways I make money as a photographer online. As I have said at the beginning, this is me not bragging or to put down how much you make. This is all about education. This is about transparency. It's about showing you what you can make if you're interested in, you know, following the path that I'm doing. If you are, these are the type of numbers you can expect maybe at this size. I'm hoping and expecting it to grow because I'm working on this daily, but it is a grind and you've got to, you know, keep at it. I'm sure there are smaller channels out there making much more money with all of that stuff and have probably more ways than I do, but these are the ways that I do it. And I also have a lot of client work which subsidizes all the money I make from my digital assets. So this is great, this is fine, but it's not going to pay my bills just yet, but it does bring in a nice little income. These are important videos to share with other photographers thinking about getting into this realm. I like the word realm. I seem to say that a lot. Kind of like Lord of the Rings. Anyway, yes, they're the 5 ways. Go have a stab at it. If you've got any questions, drop them below. As I said before, please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. My handle is in the link in the description. And yeah, I really appreciate your support throughout this journey. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.